AEW Rampage is the B show, but the ratings right now are an F.
Oh shit! It's Pro Wrestling Bits!
AEW Rampage is a flat-out disaster. I don't care what flag you wave. I don't care what tribal agenda you have. WWE lies, AEW lies, numbers don't. And the numbers suggest AEW Rampage is a grease fire. If the Good Faith Fast Nationals are any indication, which they always are, shout out to me, AEW Rampage is set to do one of the lowest 18 to 49 numbers in history, and it's tracking to be well below 400,000 total viewers. All the sharks who study these Good Faith Fast Nationals will not be surprised when the final number comes out as yet another disaster for AEW Rampage. Congratulations, you're a real one. More concerning, AEW Rampage has spent all of 2022 bleeding young viewers. Dynamite has actually held pretty steady over the past year, dropping just 3% in the young adults 18 to 34 age group. Rampage has plummeted 45% in that same category. In the fourth quarter of 2022, WWE Raw's 18 to 34 audience has gone up 15%, while NXT's audience has gone up 24%. According to Nielsen research, young adults are also watching WWE for longer. This, of course, correlates with the Triple H era, where Triple H took over creative and Shawn Michaels was promoted to the EVP of NXT. AEW Rampage, on the other hand, is dying. And with Warner Brothers Discovery itching to cut anything breathing, I don't know how long it's gonna stand for a flatlining wrestling show that is even being abandoned by the AEW hardcore fan base. Airing on a Friday night at the very end of a 10-hour wrestling week between WWE and AEW alone, AEW Thunder was always in a death spot. And being just another AEW Dark ain't gonna cut it. If AEW Velocity wants to survive, it's gonna have to get creative and create compelling television that can be more than just AEW main event. After establishing it as a B show early into its run, I don't know if there's any hope for AEW Shotgun Friday Night. But if there is, it'll have to be completely different than anything AEW has on its television. Make pro wrestling your core product, sure, but build it around new ideas and concepts in a way that draws viewers, especially young viewers. Study the most popular shows on Netflix for inspiration, like Love is Botox. I'm sorry, I meant Love is Blind. Love is Blind on Netflix. This is a show where 12 normal, everyday people go on literal blind dates and then get married sight unseen. Because it's what's on the inside that can... I'm sorry, I couldn't do it with a straight face. No, Love is Blind is a low-risk marriage proposition where impossibly attractive humans meet other impossibly attractive humans and then decide whom to marry sight unseen. Because it's what's on the inside of these models that count. Even the token plus-size girl, who is supposed to represent the curvy every woman, is drop-dead gorgeous. Shouts to Botox, get it how you live. Plus, this every woman has never worn the same outfit twice and comes from a family rich enough to buy all of Kanye's problems, ask for change, and still be millionaires. But Netflix doesn't want these IG models to be happy. They want you to be entertained. So they completely cuck out these marriages by making the couple spend time with the strangers they didn't marry. Like having to hang out with all your exes on your honeymoon. They don't ride off into the sunset. They get married and drive down the street to their ex's house. Because it's what's on the inside of the tea that counts. They might as well give all these couples a hall pass to be able to swap partners. Oh, that's right, Netflix already has a show like that called The Ultimatum, because the Lachey's are quietly building an empire by breaking up marriages through toxic cuckolds. Get it how you live, Shake was right. Guys, if you're thinking about your 2023 bodybuilding goals, then I have an important message for you. Hitting your goals are gonna be next to impossible if your testosterone levels are in decline. It doesn't matter how old you are. The average male testosterone level has been declining at a rate of 1% per year since the 1980s. Low T can lead to lack of strength, decreases in bulk, and even male menopause, which causes a lower sex drive. I urge you to test your testosterone levels in 2023, and you can do it all with help from today's sponsor, Let's Get Checked. I love Let's Get Checked because it gives me the freedom to measure my testosterone levels without having to get permission from a doctor first. You don't have to leave your home, you don't have to get off your couch, you don't have to go to a lab to get your blood drawn. It's very convenient. Here's me taking the test myself. Just took a quick and painless blood sample, followed the user-friendly instructions, and sent this bad boy to the lab. Got my results back that same week, and here they are. Long story short, my testosterone levels are lit because, like Hangman Adam Page, I am a man. According to the analytics for this wrestling YouTube channel, so are you probably. Once your sample arrives in the laboratory, confidential results will be available on your secure online account in 2 to 5 days. Let's Get Checked laboratories are CLIA and CAP approved, which is the highest level of accreditation. Your results are reviewed by a member of the Let's Get Checked clinical team, and they can even give you a virtual consultation, and in some cases, the clinical team can prescribe you medication that'll be ready at the pharmacy of your choice. So if you want to test your testosterone levels from the comfort of your own home, visit trylgc.com/prowrestlingbits for 25% off using the code WRESTLING25, also available in my description. Shouts to those of you still sticking around after that rant on Love is Blind. Hopefully you didn't abandon this video like a Rampage viewer. Maybe AEW Explosion does need to be more like Love is Blind. Hear me out, please. You get 12 AEW wrestlers a week. Put them in pods where they cut shoot promos on each other. Blind. Without seeing the other wrestler. One wrestler gets down on one knee, pause, to fight the other wrestler by saying, "You trying to pull up?" If the other wrestler says yes, they open up the pods and it's on site. Shoot fight right there. Sight unseen. I don't care if Jungle Boy said yes to Will Hobbs thinking it was Stokely Hathaway. You gotta fight. Call it Blind Rampage. You're telling me people aren't gonna watch that? Especially with the backstage drama that's always going on in that toxic AEW locker room? Either book Blind Rampage or keep building AEW Rampage around low-stakes professional wrestling on a Friday night and watch those ratings burn to the ground. Your choice, get it how you live. If AEW Friday Night Heat is gonna make a comeback, they'll have to do it without William Regal, who's all but WWE bound. Read about the Blackpool Comeback Club here, and come back to this channel by subscribing. You are a lovely audience. Can AEW Rampage kick out of its ratings spiral? Tell me in the comments.